Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mode. You know, we've seen the Mode event ran through a few times, and we've gotten different outcomes each time. The first few times, we had the help of a chat who decided where we would go, what we would do, and who we would talk to. Last time round, however, we saw the perfect playthrough, supposedly.
Welcome to Mode.
Hi, how you doing? We saw the perfect playthrough conducted by someone who I could not hope to match in the charisma and likability department. So, I was thinking, what could I do in these remaining videos? Well, there still are a number of conversation outcomes and endings that we have not seen. So, I have to do something here. I figured that maybe a way I could do this would be to try to forget what I know about the game and maybe go into it as if this was a real party. I mean, I believe that's kind of how the creator, Jeff Green, I believe that's how he kind of wants people to approach this. How would you really act in this social situation? What decisions would you really make? So I'm going to try to get myself into the mindset of that I am really at this party and try to think about how I would react. And I think I'm going to edit this playthrough down so it'll fit into one video because we've already seen most of the conversations and most of the video clips. So this will be severely cut down. Alright, so let's get going and let's see what we can do. We could see Charity in the foreground as usual giving her report. Okay, so as I'm going to go talk to her, the mindset I'm getting into is that I'm at this party, I'm in a social situation, so how do I act? I am trying to act unremarkable. I'm not trying not to get anyone's attention. I'm hoping no one talks to me, though I know I have to talk to people to actually get through the game. Whatever I do, do not let any emotions slip out. Don't give any hints as to what I'm like inside or show any vulnerabilities. Make sure I do not offend anyone or give any strong opinions. Make sure I am a blank slate by the end of this. And it'll go just like a real party for me. Okay, let's do this thing.
Age-old pastime. Whatever happens, you can rely on me to be your eyes and ears on the scene. This is Charity Flame for Nightlight Magazine. Did we get it? Great. Thanks. Hi, enjoying the event?
Hi, good morning, evening. I guess I'm I just got here. I don't know if I'm Jesus. I don't know if I'm enjoying the event, miss.
Well, the fashions are fun, the drinks are free, and there's a mystery in the air. What more could you ask for? Do you like a mystery?
No, yet I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I just live for them, you know, Nancy Drew. Of course, I suppose the big mystery is what's an up-and-coming telejournalist like myself doing recording fluffy little fashion segments at a strange affair like this. Well, I suppose I'll leave you with that one. Anyway, see you later.
Yeah, that's how that usually goes. So I can also see that Jack is in the background, our good old friend Jack the Hoff. Let's go talk to him, and, he's actually a wallflower himself. He doesn't really fit in with this crowd, so maybe I'll have something in common with Jack. Let's give him a try.
So how do you like this party so far? I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe it's just talking to people.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a real exciting place to be at. It's social. Yeah.
No. Could be.
Oh, maybe.
Well, things seem to be going all right so far. I think we're making friends. Right in front of us, is the man of the hour, the host of the party, Veto Brevis. We should probably introduce, I should probably introduce myself to him since I'm doing this solo. Let's go talk. Oh, I'm going to go talk to Veto Brevis and carry on a conversation with the man.
Boring. Boring, boring, boring.
Well, I mean, I just kind of came up here and just said my name. Maybe he'd like a more positive attitude.
So you've decided that I'm to be your entertainment, have you? Well, I'd love to oblige you, but I need to know more.
I think I'm getting a hostile attitude in this conversation. I'll try to keep smiling.
You arrived late, didn't you? So, what have you done so far?
Well, we spoke with a few people. I thought those conversations went okay. I also watched some of the acts on the stage, and those were kind of fun.
And there are many more interesting things to come on that stage. I suppose you know that my performance will be the final one of the evening. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet, but I was considering offing myself. And the more I think of it, the more I think you should join me.
Maybe I'll just walk away now.
You don't know who you are. You're lost. And I have to decide if I should save your sorry ass. Pop quiz. What's your favorite color?
Oh, all right. I mean, that's a pretty easy question. I think I can answer that one without upsetting or offending anyone. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? I'm gonna confidently pick red.
Red? Right. You think you're being clever? I'm obviously part native. And you thought that you could suck up to me with this red thing? Oh man, get out of here.
Oh, Jesus. So at this point in the party, I think I would be desperately trying to not talk to anyone at all. And, when you're at a party, things like a television on the wall can help with that. You can look intently at the television, and people will think that your attention is focused on it, and that you are really concerned about something you're seeing on the TV, and maybe they won't interrupt you. That's a good tip. Of course, a very useful device at parties now are smartphones, because you can just stare at that smartphone, you can look busy, you can look like you're focusing on some kind of email or Twitter or text that is very important to you, and you are responding to it, and you should not be bothered, so someone should not come up and talk to you. So these are very useful things to keep in mind when at a party. However, at the mode event, something that's very useful is that there's a video game right here. So let's take a look at it. Of course, we know the mode machine. We've seen it before. We know what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to spell out EDOM, and we access the secret file. However, there are a few video clips in the mode machine that we actually we haven't seen. I mean, just like little side stuff, little flavor videos that we should probably just take a look at just so we've seen everything. For example, on the screen, usually when we're here, we're just spelling out EDOM. But if we click on the mode lady, she does talk to us.
Will you do me a favor?
Can be kind of difficult to get her.
Will you do me the honor?
And a lot of the things she says has to do with
Will
mode
you do me in?
and anagrams of mode, just like everything else in this game.
What would you like to see me do? Where would you like to see me do it? Who would you like to see me do it to? Me too. It was the doom that was foretold in the legends of old. And no less terrible for being foretold. The dome is the diadem.
So yeah, a couple kind of ominous clips in there, but I think they make more sense
Is the doorway.
after we've unlocked the Edom file and we find out about Vito's thing
What do you want to do?
for doom and prophecy. You can try out the other screens as well. Alright, here's Mia's. We've seen a few of Mia's.
Ode to a mode.
Of course, we can spell out Edom on each of these screens, whichever the one is that we find easiest.
Oh me, oh my, oh my, oh me. Oh look what you have done to me.
I like the idea of Ed just getting Mia, Veto, and Rial together and having them stand against a green screen and just, say stuff.
Ouch! Ouch.
Like, they don't know what it's for, but Ed just says, it's for this thing I'm making for the mode party. It's gonna be cool, like people are gonna click on this machine, and you're gonna come up and say something.
The odd force is the god force. The odd fellow is out.
Or maybe Ed wrote the script for these himself.
Modus operandi. Corpus sodalecti.
Like the night before, he just was up all night writing down in a notebook all of these lines, thinking, oh yeah, this is good stuff. Modus operandi, corpus. I mean, and then he goes to them the next day. He's all proud with his notes, and he says, look, here are the things that you're going to say.
Demo me. Go ahead, do it. Demo me. I want you to.
And he's all, it doesn't really matter if it makes sense. I mean, it's just going to sound cool when people see these clips in the machine.
You're doing it. I'm getting demoed.
Mia might be, what does this line here mean? I'm being demoed? What am I supposed to be saying here?
Have you seen me do it? Will you watch me do it? Can you make me do it? Mia, do it.
And Ed's all, don't worry about it. It's going to look great when it's actually in the machine. I mean, you can't judge how this is going to come off until you actually see the completed game.
Mia, do it.
And since most of the party attendants are going to be on speed anyway, you have to look at it from that perspective.
I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. No, I'm just moody. Veto, veto, infinito. Infinito, veto, veto. What mode are you in? Mia, mode machine. Hippest chick on the computer screen. Click her now and watch her scream. Mia, mode machine.
I don't think it actually matters which one of these symbols I click. I don't think that affects the video rotation.
Mia, mode machine. Hippest chick on the computer screen. Click her now and watch her scene. Mia, mode machine.
Oh, you see what they did there? It was almost the same thing, but they changed one word. You thought it was going to be the same scene again.
Ode to a mode. Oh me, oh my, oh my, oh me. Oh look what you have done to me.
Alright, I think we've looped through them all. So yeah, that's Mia's screen, all of the little video clips you can watch while on here. Now, this one's Veto's. We've already seen all of Veto's clips, I believe. I think one of the first times I was going through the mode machine, I was spelling out the words on this one, so we've seen everything that Veto has to say at this point. Rial's, I don't think we've seen many of. Again, we can spell out words on here, but there are a couple of hands that have something more to show us.
Through the doors of conception lie the domes of defeat.
And I can imagine that when they were recording this, Ed was all like, Rial, you should take your shirt off when you're doing these, because it's going to look all the more intense and wise and when you're on the screen saying these things.
Electronic entertainment empowers eccentric entrepreneurs.
Oh, he had a shirt on there, though, so I guess maybe he started with it on, and then, like, halfway through, they decided that they needed to take it to the next level, and the shirt came off.
If you had seen me do half the things that I've done, you'd only know the half of it. We will live out our lives in towering domes that seal out the cyanide sky. My people tell of a time when the earth was the mother of thought, not the fading dream of a fool. Electronic entertainment empowers eccentric entrepreneurs. Extraterrestrial explanations of extraordinary earthly events are elegant expressions of elemental eschatology. Don't bother me now. I'm not in the mode. Through the doors of conception lie the domes of defeat. If you had seen me do half the things that I've done, you'd only know the half of it.
Alright, I think we've seen everything we can through the hand door. There is one other hand, yeah, the keyhole hand has more to show us.
I eulogize with euphemisms, euphonious and euphoric. You love me? You hate me? Here I am the way you made me. We have so much in common, like the fact that we're so dissimilar. I am ecstasy. I enjoy. I am here to show you the techniques to employ.
I like using that one as an icebreaker, too.
I extemporize exemplary epiphanies. I eulogize with euphemisms, euphonious and euphoric. You love me?
Alright, yeah, we have looped everything.
Here I am the way you made me.
Alright, I'm pretty sure now at this point that we have actually seen everything that the mode machine has to offer. We've seen, I believe, all of the video clips. We've seen the EDOM file. We've seen Ed's super secret surveillance videos of Veto. I'm pretty sure that the mode machine has been completed entirely. And, you know, it's an interesting thing when we started off with it, because we had no idea what this was or what it is we were supposed to do. It's all very visually confusing, and there's no real goal to it, at least it seems that way at first, until we figure out what is the actual word we need to spell and how we spell that. And, I mean, even if you get that right, you still might not actually solve it because you need to do it more than once. Because the chat did get it right one time, and it was just that we had to do it 2 times instead of 1. So they did not realize that they hit on the answer. But we've gone from the beginning of this playthrough, so long ago, to not knowing anything about the mode machine, to now having finally seen everything and knowing everything about Ed's little game. And speaking of Ed, I mean, maybe we should go talk to him next, since, you know, he's into computers, technology, and video games, so, you know, maybe I would have something in common with him. Let's find out.
Gee, I'm sorry, I'm just not hearing you. This system isn't exactly trivial, and Veto wants me to run things from here for his final performance. I could run it a lot easier over the network from my main terminal, but... Well, that's how all the games are run. Well, you know, the game?
Yes, I do know the game. We played it.
So what do you think?
Well, it was colorful, and had loud noises, and basically amounted to a fancy flashing game where you are trying to spell a four-letter word, and it's, you kind of see more complex games on places like Newgrounds and Xbox Live Indie Games, and you're saying that you programmed it yourself for this important party, and it just seemed like maybe you just did that in like one night, and maybe it's not a good game.
That's a drag. Well, maybe you should try it again. Maybe it'll grow on you. It's not really my best work. Speaking of which, I gotta get back to it.
Yeah. Maybe if I try it again, I'll think it's better. I'll keep an open mind about that.
I'd really love to chat here, but, well, there are a million little circuits counting on me, so...
Right. Got it. Right. If you were not so busy, you would be happy to talk with me, and we'd have a great conversation, but it's unfortunate that you're so busy and you can't do that. So you do that work that you gotta have to do, and that's a real shame that we can't talk anymore because of all that work. Because if you didn't have that work, well, I mean, it's just a completely different story. But you do, so I guess we have to end this. And I'll see you later. It's rough reviewing someone's game to their face. Maybe there's someone else around here that we could talk to that we could get along with.
An asshole has just decided to bother me. I'm going to send them on their way. If they don't get the hint from what I am saying, then I'm going to call Tuba and have them thrown out, which will be good for a little fun.
All right, I'm going. So it's called Let's Play. It's like you play video games and you record yourself doing it while you're talking over it, and it's like, it's a lot of fun, and you upload the videos to YouTube, it's YouTube, right? It's like you go onto YouTube and you search for Let's Play, and you see a lot of videos of a lot of people doing this kind of thing. It's really cool mainstream thing to do now. It's a hobby that's caught on, and is like spreading like wildfire, and it's like a lot of fun. And you're playing video games and you're trying to be funny and make jokes. Yeah, we all like jokes, right? It's like you're talking.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you're talking to someone else, but there's no one there. It's actually just you, but it's like you're pretending that you're talking to like the thousands of people, because they're going to be hearing it, but not right at the moment, because they're not there in the room when you're actually doing it. It's just like you're talking and then they're going to hear it later, so you have to pretend that you're not just there by yourself, but pretending that there are people there who are going to respond to you at some point, even if it's just not right now at the time. And you get to play a lot of fun video games doing it. It's like you play like scary games, and things jump out at you and you're like, it's frightening, and people seem to like that. People think it's really funny when you get scared by
I've really enjoyed our little chat, but I've got to get back, work to do, so have yourself a fine party. Ta-ta.
Wait, hold on. I didn't give you my YouTube channel yet. It's HTTP. So you're playing video games while recording your voice over it. And it's like you're playing the game and you're there in...
I can deal with you,
Oh.
Uh-huh. Let's go talk to him. There might be a situation where I could use some assistance. You know what I mean. If it occurs to you, you'll know when.
Uh-oh. I'm back here talking with Rial, and we've gotten to the point that we've seen before, where we're talking about Jack, and Rial knows that Jack is a cop, and that Jack is here to arrest him. Rial wants me to go over and talk to Jack and back him up in case if he needs help. Well, we know where this goes, but I really don't like taking sides. I really don't like causing anyone to get upset. Is there any way I can play the middle on this? I mean, it seems that we have to either help Rial or help Jack. And if we help out Jack, Rial gets arrested. If we help out Rial, Jack gets thrown off the balcony. So it seems that we have to take a side no matter what. Well, maybe if I help out Rial for now and get out onto the balcony, maybe there's some way that we can end this in a neutral manner where both parties are treated equally. Let's see.
Good. Let's go. Yo, bro. Got a problem with the machine?
No, this is interesting.
Could be a malfunction.
No, this is good. This is very, very good.
As good as her?
Well, it looks like there was a solution to be found after all. If we get Rial out here on the balcony with Jack, we can just push them both over. I guess what that was I distracted Rial and Jack kind of grabbed at him and they ended up just both falling over. So great. The important part here is that I was able to avoid taking a side and making any kind of stand or taking any kind of opinion. And most importantly, no one was offended, because they're both dead now. So let's head back into the party and see if there's anyone else that we could talk to, maybe.
What?
Well, Mr. Clown, I just wanted to come up to say that I've been watching you all night, and you've been very, very funny on stage. It's just all I wanted to say.
Now that's what I call too little, too late. Where were you when I was a serious artist? When I had a future, eh? Thank you very much. What do I look like, a freaking clown?
I'm sorry. Obviously, if I've done something to upset you, and I apologize. I'm just gonna stand here and look around uncomfortably, if you don't mind, Mr. Clown.
Oh, well, that's fine. Like I give a rat's ass about your opinions. Can't you see I'm perfectly content? Leave me alone. Screw it.
Another friend made. And here's Veto Brevis, standing pensively, awaiting his final performance of his life. Well, we've seen how his performance has gone, and we've also seen how it's gone when Ed sabotaged it. Maybe there's something else we could do, some other change we could make, some kind of influence we could have as we talk with Veto Brevis at the end of the party. I guess let's find out.
Why am I doing all this? What's the point? What does it all mean? Can there be a point?
Well, Mr. Brevis, I do agree that it doesn't seem like there's much of a point to what's going on here tonight. At least I have not seen one. It's all just kind of, loud music and people walking out on stage. I don't really see a reason for much of any of it. I mean, a reason for, it's putting yourself out there and entertaining people. I mean, there doesn't seem like there's much of a point to any of it, really.
Right. Nada. It's all this incredibly expensive, exhausting, angst-filled exercise in futility, strutting and fretting our 15 minutes of fame and then pfft, oblivion. I can't believe that this is all I am. I can't believe that this is all there is to do.
That's exactly right. I mean, you have things that you feel are important, but in the end, it really doesn't mean much of anything. It really doesn't, Mr. Brevis. I mean, you try to entertain people, but really for what? It doesn't mean anything. I mean, you really should just keep your head down and just be completely unremarkable. Don't get anyone's attention. It's a lot easier to live that way, and you won't have to deal with a lot of the grief that you're dealing with now. Because in the end, it didn't matter either way.
That's it. There is no reason to make any effort at all. I mean, why weed the vast planet when we have the gardens of our souls to tend to? I hereby renounce all public spectacle. You have decided me. Hallelujah.
Well, all right. It looks like that Veto Brevis has had some kind of epiphany. That maybe all of this showmanship, all of this performance art, maybe it all doesn't really mean anything in the end. He said that he has renounced all public spectacle. But what does that mean for his final performance? He has still one public spectacle to do. I guess the only thing we can do is head on over to the stage and see how Veto's final performance turns out now.
Brevis has steadfastly refused all requests for an interview, but has magnanimously allowed our camera to record his performance, which, if previous years are any indication, could very well prove to be the biggest surprise in an evening full of surprises. Let's watch.
Hello, I'm Veto Brevis, and I know you've all been waiting patiently this evening for my appearance, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you down. You see, the fact is, I was going to change the world tonight, and now I've thought the better of it. You didn't really want your world changed anyway, did you? So you're better off. That's all, folks. Party's over. Everybody out. Tuba?
What a letdown. The anticipation for the grand finale has been electrifying. Veto's announcement of a change in plans, whether genuine or part of some larger scheme on his part, has had a dramatic effect on everyone here tonight. People are wasting no time heading to the elevators. It's coat check time. A strange turn of events to cap an evening most notable for its strangeness. This is Charity Flame on the scene at the Mode event.
Congratulations, you have survived Mode. Good luck in the real world.
Alright, so at this party I had, let's see, I was, I guess, the 8th party crasher in this series, and I spent the evening just extremely awkward and uncomfortable, and I did change Veto's final performance, so at least I had some kind of effect. Yeah, so at this party I had very stilted, quiet conversations that went nowhere. Something I said was, was considered to be a racist from Mark. I spent most of the party trying to be distracted by playing a video game, so I mean, it was pretty similar to how parties go for me in the real world. I mean, the part about the double homicide, maybe that was a little different. I don't remember that happening before at any of the parties I've been to. So maybe that was a bit of a difference. But now we've seen a run-through of the mode event in which you take a very neutral stance, in which you don't try to, we were able to affect Veto. We were able to pass on our neutrality to him, and so he decided to go with a neutral ending himself by just simply canceling the performance and renouncing all showmanship. Not to mention that the conflict between Real and Jack also came out in a neutral position, with both of them dead. So that's it for this run-through of mode. We have one more video to go, so next time, on the last video of Let's Play mode, we're going to tie up some loose ends, see the things that we didn't see, and then maybe get yet another ending. I'll see you next time for the end.